Okay, here goes. I've been told I am not eligible to apply for permanent residency through the British Columbia Provincial Nominee Programme. I'm going to try and keep as much emotion out of this explanation as possible, but it is going to be hard for obvious reasons with everything that is riding on this. So I'm going to try and deal with the facts. Rewind a little bit as a quick recap. Some of you who have followed the channel may know what I've been doing. For those of you who don't, here on the work holiday visa, the 2-year visa, which expires September 2023, I am wanting to apply for permanent residency. I was told that the route that I had to go down was to apply through the PNP. To do that, I had to do 9 months in an entry-level position with a type of job that fell into a specific category. Okay, and what I've been told after effectively now 9 months, because I started working a new job in April, was that this job now does not fit into that category. This is the changes that the Immigration Services made in November. The classifications of the job stayed the same, so it's not like there's been something new that's changed on this. What I think, in terms of, if I'm being honest with myself, is that, how do I put this? So the job classifications that are there for these entry-level positions within this category are pretty much centered around working in accommodation, if it's in the field of travel and tourism. Okay, I, since April, started working actually for the ski resort, not a hotel, not an accommodation provider or anything like that. The actual company that manages the day-to-day operations of the ski resort. Resorts are mentioned as a category within the NOC occupations. They're called the NOC categories for the BC PNP. However, the definition of a resort in this case is defined as, I will put the screen up here, but it's defined as like an accommodation facility where it is possible to enjoy recreational activities. So essentially what that means is that it'd be fine if I was working as a front desk agent in any of the hotels in Revelstoke for 9 months solid, but not the actual company or organization facilitating that recreational activity and the demand for that accommodation. That's a little bit of my frustration coming out there, having worked in this industry for effectively 5 years now, and it's a very challenging place to get a full-time role. So as you can imagine, last week I was feeling quite a lot of despair. As someone said to me, it's like the carpet's been pulled out from underneath you. But through this, I've tried to remain optimistic, and despite all the challenges that have been thrown at me and people that work in this industry over the last couple of months and years, I'm always committed to persevering. And so I refuse to believe there is not another way around this, or another way to achieve permanent residency. Okay, so I had a conversation with immigration lawyer today, and said, to find out what my options were. There is a slim chance that actually of potentially going through what is known as express entry. This is an avenue which a lot of people apply for. It's in high demand, but it requires being in a skilled position. So there's a lot of moving parts to all of this, which I need to go and weigh and work on, but there's a slim chance. I knew that the permanent residency role was going to be a lot harder than applying for the work holiday visa. And I just don't think I was expecting the first roadblock, and it's a huge roadblock, to come at the first hurdle and effectively being told no. And I was told initially to basically quit your job and start working for a hotel. And being completely honest with you guys, I'm not going to do that, because whilst throughout this entire time, I've documented the journey and shown all these different roles that I've done in, and a lot of those have felt temporary. This job that I actually currently have, that facilitates the means for me to be here, to bring these videos to you, to go and discover all these amazing parts of Revelstoke, I actually really like it. I love working for the company. I love the opportunities, the responsibility it's given me. And I go in with a smile on my face at the start of the day, and come out at the end with a smile on my face, even if it's been one of those, hard-working, bad days at the office. But I love it, and I've already said quite a lot that Revelstoke is the place to be right now. It's growing as a town, as a ski resort, as a destination, and I've also made a real effort to make myself part of the community, which I've not been able to do in other resorts. So this was just a bit of an update, really, to let you guys know, frankly, where I'm at, because whilst there is that slim chance, I mean, for that to happen, some things need to fall into place relatively quickly, and I need to go away and work on those and explore if that's even possible, because if it's not, then my work holiday visa permit expires mid-September this year. And it's hard to process that it could be over in 6, 7, 8 months' time. So yeah, hope that's not the case. And like I said, staying positive, focusing on the solutions to this. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people who have been in situations like this or similar problems. And if anybody is watching this who has been through dilemmas in applying to permanent residency, please share your experiences in the comments below, because I'd love to engage with you guys, hear feedback, and know what your solutions were, and just generally, if anybody's also having the same problem, like if this is any use to you, to share your problems and frustrations. Because whilst I've remained fairly calm in that, I think deep down there's a lot of emotion there which I'm not processing correctly yet. Not ready to give up on this dream. The tricky thing as well with this, as people will maybe tell you, is that going through these systems is a lot easier when you're sort of in your early 20s, but I'm 29 now, 30 in October. And for a lot of these programs, these applications, a lot of them you become ineligible anyway once you turn 30. Anyway, let's leave it there. I will keep you guys updated with any future developments. Happy New Year. I realised I've not done a video in a couple of weeks. I mean, so much has gone on, and the skiing here has actually started. It's been good now, but I'm actually hiked the sub peak. I'm above 2,000 meters, and I'm actually sitting above the clouds. I mean, why would I want to leave that? I don't want to leave that. So, and I'm not prepared to. Like, Canada are gonna have to drag me out of this country. Like, I'm someone who really actually wants to contribute, build a life here, settle here, and they want to. And just because my job doesn't fit into current categories on a piece of paper, and that doesn't really relate to the realities that are of the jobs that are required within a tourism industry. Anyway, like the video, subscribe, guys. Yeah, I'll check it back with you soon.